Good morning. Hey, what's up? This is Brian Kuzmar from Commercial. I forgot my company name. From Commercial Coins and Precious Metals. Hope you're having a lovely day out there. Beautiful day here, and let's talk about some things that I promised you I'd talk about earlier in the week. Which one of them was what dealers pay for gold and silver products. I think a lot of you are going to find this real interesting, and we'll get to that kind of towards the end of the show. We'll do the kind of newsy thing first and talk about a few things. Also, I'll get to the our questions from yesterday's show, from all the comments, from the comments that we had. Let's first kind of move on here. What do dealers pay for gold and silver? And obviously, I said towards the end of the show, I'm going to show you some different products and give you some spreads on what the buy prices and the sell prices are, the wholesale prices, or thereabouts. It's pretty hard to nail them down to the last penny, but I can give you some rough ideas what I pay for product and what I can get for product on a wholesale level, not on a retail level. And again, I think you're going to find this real interesting, especially some of you folks that think that the dealers are making huge profits from these premiums, which is not necessarily true. Let's first talk about GATA.org, which should be on your bookmark and you should be looking at once a week. Let's see if there's any new articles since yesterday. Rick Rule seems to be coming around on metals market manipulation. I guess Rick Rule, he's one of the guys that does I think he does a YouTube report as well. Interview this week by Tom Boderick's. Rule, who is retiring from management responsibility at Sprott USA, repeated that all markets are manipulated sometimes. But he added that the future silver market is so leveraged, with trading volumes outpacing supply by as much as 200 to 1, that it is more susceptible to manipulation than other markets, and that the price smashes occurring in the last liquid trading hours indeed suggest manipulation. Oh, Rick, you figured that out finally. Oh, gosh, we've been talking about this for a decade now, and I think Rick is finally coming around to seeing that that is true. Anyways, not too much. I said anyways. There's our first anyways of the day. It looks like GATA.org, not too much on there. As gold fell 6% in February, BIS gold swaps hit record high. The recently reported February statement on account of the Bank of International Settlements discloses that the bank's use of gold swaps increased to about 522 tons, which appears to be a record high. I'd recommend you read this. This kind of gets really complicated when you start talking about gold swaps and biz. I mean, it really is. You kind of got to wrap your head around it. I recommend that you start reading this article right here because biz is the 800-pound gorilla in the gold world. I mean, there's a lot of people that believe that they're very responsible for helping with manipulation in the gold market. So it's something that if you want to take the time and learn about it, I highly recommend it. It'll make you way smarter than the average bear by learning about biz and gold swaps and this kind of stuff. A little too complicated and a little too long for me to explain here. But again, it's on GATA.org. And if you run into words that you're not familiar with, and trust me, I do this all the time in the financial world, or phrases. For example, let's see, gold swap. Go to Investopedia and just cut out the word gold swap and put it in Investopedia if you're not sure what a gold swap is. And again, this is all stuff that will make you way smarter than a lot of the talking heads that you see on the news and the talking heads you see on the computer as well. And if you read more about this than I do, it'll make you smarter than me. So, and that's the whole idea behind these reports, is to teach you how to fish, not give you a fish. Let's take a look at Zerohedge, which is a free site. You can look at all the articles here as well. One of the comments yesterday was that the treasuries were up yesterday, and why didn't this cause the price of gold and silver to fall down? Well, it kind of did today, so it did have an effect on precious metals. But, as I've been saying for a long time, dollar strength is temporary. It is a temporary apparition. It's not going to happen for a long time. It's a ghost that keeps popping up. A ghost of times past when the dollar used to be strong and still wants to be. And once in a while, the dollar gets up in the morning and feels like it's strong. It's also the Fed's monkey hammering, the Fed manipulating markets, because there is no doubt in the world that the Fed manipulates the interest rates, they manipulate bond rate, they manipulate a lot of things. They are actually, the Fed is the world driver of the economy. I mean, the worldwide driver of the entire economy of the world. The U.S. Fed is, along with other central banks that they more or less control. So Remember, as I said, dollar strength is only temporary, so this provides you a good opportunity to buy the dips when you see metals fall like this. It's just, again, manipulation, monkey hammering, and it provides you an opportunity to buy the real stuff. Remember, you don't want to buy paper, gold, or silver. You want to stick with the real stuff in your hands. You'll pay a premium to get it, but you will thank me for doing that and not owning ETFs in the future. NASDAQ futures tumble as 10-year blows out over 1.6%. Looks like someone was predicting 1.8%, which means that we could still see a good opportunity to buy some dips here on gold and silver, even more maybe a little bit in the future. But it won't last long, folks. Like I said, this is a temporary thing here. This is a ghost of a past dollar that used to be strong that pops up every morning and once in a while believes it is strong. I guess, how'd you like that analogy? NASDAQ, so again, provides a good opportunity to buy the dips. Let's not worry about it. Don't worry about if gold and silver's dropped. And again, the more it drops, the better the opportunity to buy the dips. And as I said, temporary, temporary, temporary. Let's look at ZH overall, see if there's any news in here about gold and silver. Not too much. There was something in here I found interesting. Let's see. I didn't watch a speech last night. I never watch them anyway. I have a bunch of talking heads, no matter what side it is. U.S. producers soar most since 2018. Not too much here on gold and silver. Oh, crypto slides after CFTC probes Binance on derivative trades. CFTC is, and this is an issue that, I never thought about this, but I think cryptos are in for some extreme regulation coming up, and I've been talking about this for a long time. Even though I don't know a lot about cryptos themselves, I have seen, and what I've witnessed is a fairly unregulated marketplace. And governments, as soon as they see that, man, they feel like they're needed. They got to hop in there because there's money to be made for them. There's bigger offices they can have. They can get themselves a company car, if they go get the right guy and get a few $1 million worth of fines out of them. So they are definitely going to get into the crypto Bitcoin business. And again, if you've made money on cryptos, I highly recommend that you make sure you keep track of what you made, because they are trackable, and you will be taxed one day on this. You mark my words, crypto will be audited at some point. But this is interesting. CFTC is investigating whether crypto exchanges Binance allowed Americans to buy derivatives. Now, this is not just them, but buy derivatives which isn't registered with an agency. Allowed Americans to buy crypto derivatives, which are regulated by CFTC. And over know your customer regulations, because if you're dealing in finance and you're a company that facilitates the transfer of cryptos, or you're involved somehow in that finance, you are obligated to follow the your customer rules and all those Patriot Act rules that came from 9/11. Ridiculous rules, actually, but all those rules that came out just to know your customer really means know everything that people own out there, and know every bit of money that they own. That's what it really is all about. However, I think crypto coins, especially the private ones, are in for big pain. And what I've said forever is I think cryptos are either going to be made illegal or highly regulated, where they're not going to be profitable other than just to park your money like a money market, and that the governments worldwide will take over the cryptocurrency market, and they will make a real cryptocurrency on their own, what they call a real cryptocurrency. And again, I believe this is a move towards a cashless society, which they really want to see, because in a cashless society, if I have an account, it's like a social credit system. If I do something wrong, or the government, IRS, says I owe money, they don't have to chase me around to get the cash out of my pocket anymore. They'll just take it right out of my crypto account. If I get a traffic fine, they won't chase me around or try to suspend my license or throw me a violation for not paying the fine. They're going to just take it right out of my crypto wallet. That's where we're heading, folks. This is why I'm not a big fan of cryptos. This is why I like having gold and silver and those types of forms of money physically in your hand. Again, that's just my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Not too much here. Again, London home prices tumble. Feinstein promises assault weapon ban after hours. Boy, I think that they better stay away. I think that this current administration had better stay away from screwing with any constitutional rights. That you already saw what a small crowd could do. Can you imagine 100 million gun owners going to Washington, D.C.? Wow. Don't even want to think about it. And that's really about it. Let me see, no more. We're going to skip ZH, not too much in gold and silver. And we all know that the monkey hammering is due to the Fed manipulating the rates of bonds and treasuries and such. and also some monkey hammering of gold and silver. I'm sure there's a little combination of both to help out the shorts that are, or help whoever is short accumulate more ounces, or help the banks or the bullion banks accumulate more physical ounces. That's why I think markets are being kept low artificially like this. I think that the paper markets are in big trouble, and they're trying to cover with physical. Again, that's my opinion. Let's move along here to spot prices. Ooh, this show's going along pretty quick. After the spot prices here, I'm going to move into the different products and what dealers pay for them, or what the general buy and sell prices are for different products. And I'll try to get through that fairly quick as well. That is really about it for there. Let's take a look at spot prices here. I'm going to do a quick refresh. It was 1705 earlier. And look, 1728 to 1700. Well, there's your answer right there. Why, you know, supposed dollar strength and more gold and silver monkey hammering by some institutions out there, I'm sure, that are trying to accumulate physical, and they're probably having a hard time doing it. Gold at 1704 right now, silver at 2561. Silver did not hang on to that $26 range, but again, don't worry about it. Great. Once you've seen enough of these and you realize they just pass, and that, you know, they're driven on a little bit of stronger dollar and a bunch of bullshit and manipulation, you get over it. You don't get upset about this. You just look at it as, again, as an opportunity to buy, or just figure, I'll wait until the stuff runs up. And that's where we're at right now. Buy the dips when you can. Buy the friggin' dips. 1704. What was the range of gold? 1728 to 1700. So about a $30 range, $28 range. Doesn't look like it dipped in the last 24 hours below 1700, so it's holding on that mark so far. And it is Friday, so we could see it go below 1700. Remember, it's Monkey Hammer frickin' Friday, so we could see lower prices here for sure. Silver, 2561 in the range there, 2543 to 2619. That's quite a range, but you know, silver's back to doing what it was doing, flopping around in these $1 ranges. And no matter how you look at it, even though gold and platinum, or particularly gold, got monkey hammered since last 6 months in a big way, partly due to rates and partly due to real monkey hammering by institutions. Silver's really hung on to that mid-25 range. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. I wonder if there's some big short positions that are trying to still cover physical, and that's the reason it's just kind of hanging on to this level. I also believe that the gold and silver ratio are kind of more in line to where they've been over the decades, and that we'll probably start seeing these two metals move more in tandem, I think, when things kind of settle down with that ratio. Well, let's move into what products are going to cost. And I'll get into comments on yesterday's videos here towards the end. I'm just kind of mixing it up a bit. Junk silver. Let's first talk about junk silver. Let me grab my little sheet here I put together. Now, these spreads I'm going to give you, they're not, they're not the holy grail. I mean, it's like when I say $1 or $2 over or $3 or whatever it may be, there could be variances amongst different dealers, but what I've done is I've compiled a list here of the bid prices and the ask prices that most of the larger wholesalers are within this range. Okay, and this is the same, what I have to pay for gold and silver and what I sell it for if I have to sell it back to a dealer or another dealer, what us dealers buy and sell amongst ourselves. This is the prices I'm going to give you right now. And the spreads are a little wider than normal, but I think the reason that the bids are a little lower than I anticipate them to, or you would think they would be, is because right now product is becoming available out there, and I think if things get soft, no dealer wants to get caught with a large inventory at too high of a premium. Looks like the spread on 90%, and again, this is a big spread. I'm used to having 50-cent spreads on this stuff. So even for dealers, even wholesale, this is not normal. US 90% spreads, and again, I can't tell you that it might not be cheaper or higher, but right now it looks like the wholesale bid price for 90% U.S. silver coins is plus $1, which means that if I have an excess of 90% silver, I pretty surely can go out there and get $1 over right now. Could I get $1.50 over wholesale? Sure. Maybe $2. Yeah, maybe even $2. Are there dealers out there trying to buy for 50 cents over or spot? Sure. But the average out there is about $1 over. And if I had to go out and buy 90% on from other dealers, or they had to buy it from me, the number that we're looking at right now is plus $3. And again, it doesn't mean that a dealer might not charge more than $3 or less than $3, but that's basically the average right now. And I'm not going to keep explaining this on every product, so you get the point what I'm talking about. So the current bid is about $1 right now on the wholesale level, and the current ask price wholesale on 90% is $3. Let me move on to the next product here, which is 100-ounce bars, because they're readily available, and they're cheaper. I'm going from cheap to more expensive products, if you'll notice. The next product I'm going to say is generic. Let's talk about generic 100-ounce bars, even though this Credit Suisse is not a generic bar, but the rest of them are. This would be considered a premium bar, the Credit Suisse, even though it is pretty hacked up there. So generic bars, currently the wholesale price is, the buy price is plus 50 cents, the sell price is plus $2.50. And again, as I said, they can be varied amongst depending on what dealers you're working with. But the interesting thing here, again, is the spread is pretty big, in my opinion. We're not used to having these kind of spreads in the wholesale metals business. Maybe I can explain that better later, at some later point. 1-ounce rounds, generic rounds. First quality rounds is what we call them, which means nice BU rounds, which are in rolls of 20. That is the toughest freaking product to get right now. Silver Eagle's available, everything else is available. And the reason it's tough is because it is the cheapest way to buy 1 ounce silver right now, which is the 1-ounce generic rounds. And the premiums on those, again, the wholesale buy price is plus $8. The wholesale ask price is plus $3.50. So if I got to go out and buy them from another dealer and he has them, he's going to charge me $3.50 over. And I believe I can pre-order at that price too. And again, I'm not saying that there won't be dealers out there that won't sell them to me for $2.50 or $3, but I'm trying to give you averages here. And again, the average buy price is $1. But here's the interesting thing: silver 1-ounce rounds, the generics, even though the wholesale bid price is like $1 out there, I would pay well over $1 to get them right now. So what I was saying is that these are wholesale bid prices, and I'm a dealer, and the dollar, I can't buy them at $1 over, so I would go out, considering that I could buy them from other dealers at $3.50 and pre-order them at $3.50, I would pay, if I had a big order, I would pay as high as $2.50 as a dealer, wholesaler, to fill an order right now, because it's still $1 cheaper than what the regular wholesale and the pre-order price is, if you can follow that or get your head around that. So here's an instance where the wholesale bid price for 1-ounce generic rounds is $1, and I would pay at least $1.50 up to $2.50 an ounce over to get generic 1-ounce silvers right now. So there's, again, you can't live or die by these bid and ask prices. As I said, I could really use 1-ounce rounds right now, and I would pay way more than the current bid prices. But I'm just trying to give you averages. And here, we'll get on to the most expensive and the overpriced product in the silver world out there is Silver Eagles. Hey, I know some of you own them, but you didn't own them at these stupid premiums. You probably owned them back when they were like plus $4.50 at the most, spot plus 4, spot plus 3. But let me tell you what the spreads are right now. And again, they've kind of widened a little bit here. There's a big spread here. I'm not used to this, but Silver Eagles, and we won't go with sealed boxes. Although, I'm going to show you the difference. If you have loose Silver Eagles in BU rolls, okay, which means, they're nice saleable coins and they're still in the rolls. They don't have to be sealed in the green box. The current wholesale price is plus $3. On the ask side, if I had to go out and buy them, I can get them for plus $7. That's like a $4 spread. And again, I'm not a big. If I'm selling you Silver Eagles, I'm going to pay $7 if I got to go out and replace them. If I have them on hand, it's a little different story. But if I got to replace these Silver Eagles, they cost me plus $7 on the wholesale market. So I've got to make over $7 if I'm selling them to you in order to make a profit. On small quantities, like on 20 ounces, I've got to at least make $1 an ounce. Think about that. It's $20 on a tube. You got to make $20. It doesn't even pay for me to write up an order for $20 sometimes. And I'm not complaining, but we make anywhere from 25 cents to $1 an ounce on this stuff. The most I mark up silver is $1 over my replacement cost. So if you're getting Silver Eagles from me, they're going to cost you plus $8 right now. If you're going to buy 10,000 of them and I can get them, they'll cost you plus $7.25, a quarter over my actual cost. Interestingly enough, Silver Eagles in sealed boxes are the bid price is plus $4.50 and the ask price is plus $8. That is just crazier. I don't understand why people get so excited about a box of Silver Eagles that are sealed that you can't even look at, and if you open them, you lose $1.50 a coin. That's just lunacy, folks. Again, my opinion. Let me move on to gold. Best deals out there, in my opinion, are gold bars and gold eagles and gold buffaloes being the most expensive crap you can buy. Not crap, great product, just overpriced. And I'm going to move into the bid and ask prices on these. Same thing applies as what I was telling you about silver. 1 ounce, where is my, I put my little note down here and I forgot where I put it. 1 ounce gold bars. There's a difference between, you see these don't have cards. You pay less if you buy or sell gold bars that don't have the cards that go around them. Gold bars with cards do bring a premium, usually $10 more, whether you're buying or selling. You may not be able to find the cheaper gold bars without cards right now because they're just not generally available. But if you can, hey, if you can pay $10 less an ounce because it doesn't have a stupid card around it, do it. That's my opinion, as long as it's real. Gold 1 ounce bars in cards. Even though these ones I'm showing you are not in cards, the bid price is plus $10. The ask price is plus $45, like a $35 spread. And you also have to remember these bid and ask I'm giving you. All dealers, including myself, work within, below, at, or above these spreads. So again, I'm just giving you an average here, okay? I don't want you to think this is, everybody pays the exact same amount. I'm giving you averages on the bid and ask, the wholesale bid and ask. And that should help you if you're out buying stuff too. And that'll tell you if you're paying too much. If you're paying, $2 and $3 over per ounce of what the wholesale cost is, that's too much. You shouldn't be paying more than $1 an ounce more than what a dealer's wholesale cost is to replace any type of silver. I mean, $1 an ounce is a fair profit, in my opinion, especially on small quantities. What's the best deal? I told you what the spread is on bars right now and what the cost is and the bid and ask. Let's take a look at gold eagles. And again, on gold bars, I typically, on small deals, I make $45 an ounce. So if these gold bars cost me $45 and you're buying under 10, I'm going to charge plus $45 per ounce for that. And then, quantity, you're going to pay less for it. Again, profit's not a dirty word, and this is why I'm not afraid or embarrassed to show you what we pay for this stuff, because profit is not a dirty word. And if you understand that we aren't making a ton of money buying and selling this stuff, we're just making $1 an ounce at the most on silver, and on gold, the most we're making is $45 an ounce. You don't get rich off this stuff, folks, and there's a lot of risk behind it. Let's take a look at maple leafs and see what these spreads on maple leafs are. I'm going to tell you and there's 2 types of maple leafs. See that 4.9 right there? There's the old 3.9s, which if you can buy them, they're about $20 an ounce cheaper if you can find them, but that's a problem if you can find them. If you can find them, you're going to pay $20 an ounce or $25 an ounce less for a maple leaf that has 3.9s on it. You're going to get less, but you're going to pay less, and I like that. If you can buy 3.9 maples and pay less, that's good. And I'll give you the spread on both types. Right now, the bid on 4.9 maple leafs, like the one you're viewing here, is plus 45. The wholesale bid, the wholesale ask is plus 85. The wholesale bid on, again, if you can find them, on 3.9 maple leafs is plus 25. Again, that's a maple leaf with 1 less 9, and the ask is plus 60. So a better deal if you're buying for sure, in my opinion. And let's get to the most beautiful of all the products, and I love America and buy America, and I'm all about the U.S. Mint stuff. However, the premiums just suck, just like the Silver Eagles. I'm sorry to say that, but you can't overcharge. Not overcharge, but it's just too much, man. You don't pay these huge premiums unless you have to. Look at 1 ounce gold eagles right now, for example. The current bid price, and again, big spreads, and we don't, all dealers will pay at, under, or over these spreads. I'm just giving you averages. The current bid average is plus 75 on gold eagles, and the ask is plus 130. So that, and if I'm making $45 an ounce, so take plus 130 and add it to 145. 45, 55, 65, 75. So you're paying 175, 180, 190 over for gold American Eagles, where you can buy these things, these bars right here. Where are they? You can buy these for 90 over. Way better deal, folks. I know they're not as pretty, but a way better deal. You're buying gold. You're not buying jewelry. Remember that. You just want to buy a good, recognizable product. So the bid on, bid on Eagles right now is plus 75, give or take, and the ask is plus 130, give or take. These are averages. So again, the best deals out there on silver, still in my opinion, is a junk 90%. If you can find 100-ounce generic bars, that's the next best deal. 1-ounce bars, also a way better deal than Silver Eagles and Silver Maple Leafs. But again, availability really sucks right now. So if you can buy silver bars out there and you can pay less than $5 an ounce, you're doing pretty good. And you can get quick delivery. That's the whole key. Well, I guess that's really about it. I gave you the wholesale prices I told you would. Maybe I'll go do this once in a blue moon with you as well to keep you informed. Because, there's nothing secret about these wholesale prices. I show my customers all the time when they say, oh, what do you're probably paying. No, I'm not paying this for it. I'm not paying way less than you think I am. I'm paying this, and I'm charging $1 an ounce more. I'm paying this. I'm charging $45 more an ounce for gold. Profit is not a dirty word. And again, this is not a get-rich business. Wholesaling precious metals. You have lots of risk that you have to take. You have small margins, and you got to do large numbers. And fortunately, I think we're at that point ourselves. We're doing good numbers here. Let me move on to comments from yesterday's video. Yesterday's video is gold up $55, silver up $1.40. That was actually after a week of monkey hammering and higher treasury rates, which we're going to talk to King Toba. King, I kind of answered some of that today, if you took a look, and read some of those articles I talked about, and it'll kind of explain, I think it just, yesterday when you asked this question, gold hadn't quite reacted to the treasuries being up, and you will now notice it has, so you kind of had your own question answered for you. Hey, thanks for watching, King, I appreciate it. Xi Jinping Bear, do I know you? Are you on Zerohedge? By the way, thanks for watching. I think you're one of the commenters on there, maybe not. Excellent. Greed will always get you. I agree 100%. I think you're talking about the IGBE story I told yesterday, which was a story about one of the largest gold scams in America, and I was there for it. I was in that area. Yeah, it's an interesting story. Thanks for watching, sir. John Mancuso just bought the 2024 coin proof set from U.S. Mint this morning. Should I hold or try to flip it? My gut is to hold and pass it down to my son. You know what? If there's a big profit, John, on any of this modern U.S. Mint stuff, all the dealers that I know that make huge money on modern Mint stuff, they get it as fast as they possibly can. They get it graded, or they sell it the way it was as fast as they can while the product is still hot. And if you notice, almost all the U.S. Mint's products that they've come out with years and years, almost all of them are worth less 6 months after they've been introduced, and everyone has one. So I think the average tells you, the norm tells you that, yeah, you probably should sell them right away, and then more than likely you'll buy them back 6 months later cheaper, John. But that's not an absolute either. Tough to say. If it's just one, who cares? Pass it down to your son. I mean, what are you going to make? What are you going to make on it? If you do double, is that worth it, or would you rather pass it to your kid and not have to deal with buying another one? That's really a question you'd have to ask yourself. Thanks for watching, John. Fabian, what about the silver round buffalo? Best deal out there, Fabian, if you can find them. There is such a big demand for 1-ounce generic rounds, because I've been saying for a year on this show, don't buy Silver Eagles, don't buy 1-ounce rounds, and I think it's taken me years to get my customers trained on that, but now they're trained on it. But here's the suck side of that, is that now that I've got them trained buying 1-ounce generic rounds, I can't get any of the damn things, and the only thing available is the overpriced Silver Eagles at the moment. However, that's not necessarily true. I can order silver rounds right now, but it is delayed delivery. So if you want the best deal out there, Fabian, I can't get you the round buffaloes or the round, I'm not sure that buffalo design, but I can get you 1-ounce generic rounds. If you're buying small quantities, they're going to run you spot plus $4.50, and the delivery will be delayed. Mr. Robert, hey, first again, thanks for watching, sir. I really appreciate your support. 24 karat gold cup and handle will break up to the ATH. Yes, sir, agree with that. Learning more about graphs myself. Dean Walker, by the way, blood clots can happen from a simple needle. It was only one woman. I think Dean's talking about yesterday when the AstraZeneca, they had some issues where somebody had some blood clotting problems. I was just saying, gosh, I hope it's not a big problem. A lot of people have taken that already. But Dean seems to think that it's just something that was a one-off, and I hope you're right, Dean. And hey, and thanks for watching too. Rock or something, so you're saying don't be a dick. Had to go there. Of course you did, rock or something. I expected that. I don't do the bars versus coins debate. They both have a place in your stack. That's cool. You're not a coin or a bar hater. There's a safe way, then there are places to enjoy and display. Yeah, you're doing it the right way. You're doing it how you want to do it, and that's the important thing. I'm just telling you about price. I am all about price. I'm all about numbers. I don't care what I've been in this business so long, it's hard to get me excited looking at a piece of silver or gold. You got to remember, I've looked at hundreds of thousands of ounces of silver, literally, if not more. I've looked at tens and tens and tens and tens. I don't know, hundred thousands of ounces of gold as well over my lifetime. So it's really hard to get me excited about any particular product, no matter how pretty it is. I'm all about the price. And the reason I'm all about the price is because for me, if I'm all about the price, it puts more money in your pocket, Rock. Okay, that's kind of why I'm all about price. Sailboat Midnight. Hi, it's Midnight. I'd like to know what you think about goldbacks. I'm having a pretty good luck trading them here in South Carolina, but I'd like to know what you think. I think Sailboat, if you're trading them and you're enjoying it and you're making some money and you don't, and you lose some money, it won't kill you. Sure, have some fun with it. But I kind of looked into goldbacks, and I don't know. They seem kind of real like a novelty type thing. I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest with you. However, I'm not a big fan of cryptos either. It doesn't mean that you can't make money and you can't play and you can't have fun. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean anything. It's just my opinion. But I'm not a big fan of my kind. And I did look, Sailboat Midnight. After I saw your comment yesterday, I went and looked at goldbacks. And the rest of you can take a look and make a comment here. Tell me what you think. But, it's the idea of impregnating some gold or something into a note itself. It's just, I just don't. I don't know. Yeah, I'm open to discussion with it as well. So if you got any comments, please put them here. Wait a minute, dog. Reminds me of that MASH episode when Hawkeye and Trapper painted rocks gold to trick Frank Burns. Oh, wait a minute, doggy. You are showing your age there. MASH? Really? All right, I'm not telling you how old I am, but we're probably damn close here. So I guess that's it for comments, man. Hey, listen, I really appreciate all you folks that make comments, all you folks that watch this show. And if you first time watching it and stuff, hey, please hit that like button, even if you, even if you don't like it. No, I'm just kidding. I do get like 2 or 3. When I start getting like 100 likes, 120 likes, I notice an algo picks in, or either I have 2 guys that just don't like me all the time. I always have 2 guys once I get over 100, or 2 people that don't like me with a thumbs down. But hey, thumbs down, thumbs up. Hey, just give me any kind of thumb. I'm cool with that. But I would prefer the thumbs up. I think the algos read them better. And also hit the like button, the subscribe button as well. I really appreciate that. Well, that's it. This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in windy and beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. It's Friday, and thank God it's Friday. It's the end of the weekend, and man, I'm going to try to go out and do some fishing Sunday morning, but I don't know if the weather's going to cooperate, but I'll let you know if it does. And whatever you do, I hope you have a safe and a really enjoyable weekend. I hope you and your loved ones are well, your family and your friends. And if anything crazy happens today, I will get back to you. If not, I'll talk to you next week. Meanwhile, don't hesitate to call me at 954-493-8811 if you got any questions about precious metals, what the best deal of the day is. I'm open 10 to 4, Mondays through Fridays, consistently. Same location since 1995. Happy to help you with any questions you have. And remember, I'm a brick and mortar local business only. We do not deal online or on the phone. So if you're out of my area, the best I can recommend is find yourself a local deal or keep that money local. Do not buy online unless you absolutely have to. What will drive our economy to better places is to spend our money locally. Hey, thanks for watching again. Have yourself a great day. Talk to you soon.